Good morning. Happy Monday, February 7th, 2022. Another mediocre Monday. Hey, today I'm going to go into the NFL coaching again. Coaching Carousel, Part 3, I believe it is. There were 9 openings, now 7 have been filled. Kind of go into what's going on in those. What I think of the ones so far. Broncos hired Nathaniel Hackett away from the Green Bay Packers. I thought this was a pretty good hire. Might be to get Aaron Rodgers. Maybe just because he's a reasonably decent offensive coordinator. We'll see. We'll see. I think that's a good hire, though. The Bears, they could have had Jim Caldwell. I think Matt Eberflus was an adequate hire, but it should have been Caldwell there. That would have been a fantastic hire. It was close. It didn't happen. I don't know what happened there, but it's unfortunate. Caldwell needs to have a job. He's a very good coach. Giants brought in Brian Daboll, and that has spawned very large problems for the NFL with a lawsuit from Brian Flores. Seems that they made the decision 4 or 5 days before interviewing Flores. Can't make this stuff up. From the Giants side, I think Daboll's a good hire. I think he's going to do a good job there in New York, turning them around. Raiders brought in Josh McDaniels. They've decided on they're going to go the Patriots way, out in the desert. He's aggressively been hiring staff. I still haven't really taken a good, solid look at any of them. But what it does show me, and he talked about it in interviews a little bit, is rightly or wrongly, flexibility. So he's talking about the defense not being wedded to a 3-4 versus a 4-3, 4-3 versus a 3-4, whatever. Correctly talking about how the fact that 80 to 90% of the downs, you're going to be in nickel packages anyway. So diverse looks, things of that nature, it makes sense. But it seems like all the hires are based on people that believe in that philosophy of flexibility. If you look at the NBA, same way, it's positionless, right? So more or less a defensive backfield that has that basically everybody can fit in any place, any way, every shape, every form, and there could be that could work. It seems experimental to me. I'm an old school guy, but maybe we'll see how this guy does. It's either going to work or it's going to be a spectacular failure. We shall see. Vikings. Big coup on this one. They are bringing in Kevin O'Connell. They can't hire him until after the Super Bowl because he's the offense coordinator of the Los Angeles Rams. Big hire. This is a good one for him. For them, excuse me. The Jags, they brought in Doug Peterson. Smart. Very good offensive mind. Steadying influence. This is more about their prodigy quarterback than it is about anything else. Peterson will get the most out of him, and I think he turns them around quicker than people probably think. I think he'll be good. The Dolphins were doing dolphin things. They brought in Mike McDaniel. because he's biracial, from San Francisco. He's the offensive coordinator in San Francisco. Not sure where he was lighting the world on fire at San Francisco. They weren't exactly an offensive juggernaut, but because he's biracial, San Francisco gets 2 draft picks in compensation. I think it's a 22 and a 23, maybe like a second or third rounder in each. So they're compensatory picks. Not sure about this one. Interesting thing is he was on the one of Mike Shanahan, not Shanahan's son, with the Redskins. Same one that had Sean McVay. They also had the head coach of Green Bay now. They had a few people that are now head coaches. So not bad. Not bad. We'll see. Could have done better with a couple of the other hires that are out there, but maybe this one's going to end up being decent. We shall see. But I will strongly consider that Stephen Ross needed somebody that would do exactly what he wants. He wants a yes man more than he wants a stronger personality. That's what ended up doing him and Flores in. And that's if you believe half of what's alleged. Okay? All right, so that leaves us with the Texans and the Saints. These are probably the 2 worst jobs. So it's funny that it worked out this way. Why are they the 2 worst jobs? Well, the Saints are one of the 2 worst jobs because they have no cap space. They're way over the cap. Way over the cap. So they're looking at a major rebuild. You can restructure contracts only so far before you have to actually do a fire sale to get under the cap. And that's where they are. Don't think they're going to be able to restructure enough deals to get the Saints a competitive roster next season. So they got to build ahead of them. They're going to need somebody with a good offensive mind, particularly, or with experience turning things around. And they say that Eric Bieniemy is the leader. I think he'd be a good fit there. I do. It'd be a better fit though. Again, still, Jim Caldwell. He's proven he can turn stuff around. He turned around Detroit. Rest my case. You can do it in Detroit, you can do it in New Orleans. They got a better culture than Detroit did when he showed up. So how is this a discussion? I don't even know. Bieniemy wouldn't be horrible. He does come from a juggernaut of an offense in Kansas City. Texans are a tough job because they've got they still need to turn around the roster. They're trying. They've got quarterback issues. Davis Mills isn't going to get it done. Although he showed some signs. He had good games and he had really horrible games. I don't know what's going to turn that place around very quickly. Jim Caldwell would do a good job there also. Flores would do a good job. He may be too toxic to hire at this point. He may have torpedoed himself. And now they're talking to Lovie Smith internally. And he might get it. And they're in advanced talks over the weekend. So Lovie Smith might be the next Texans coach. That was kind of unexpected. Nick Caserio is a good. I think he's a good eye for talent. I think he'll figure out how to get the roster better. You need a quarterback in this league. You just do, and they need some skill players on the outside. They've got the beginnings of it, but they've got to they got to draft well next couple of years. They need to start getting some free agents to want to come there. Lovie Smith might help with that. Brian Flores would help with that. Jim Caldwell would help with that. They end up with some nobody somewhere. That's not going to be an attractive place for free agents to go. It's just not. You need to see a little spark. Somebody with a good history, track record, a resume. That would speak volumes. That can get you where you need to go. So we'll see how these two go. That's about all I have today. It's a mellow Monday. It really is. I'll try to be back on Wednesday, see how it goes. Some days yes, some days no. Friday was busy. Couldn't get in here. Monday. All right. We'll see about Wednesday, though. Anywho, not sure what I'm going to talk about on Wednesday, but we'll figure something out for you. All right? But between now and then, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the ringy-dingy, say all, and then spread this video far and wide. Sharing is caring, and I need all the caring that I can get. Have yourself a fantastical Monday, and I will speak with you on Wednesday. Peace out, me homies.
See ya.